The reproductive system or genital system is a system of sex organs within an organism which work together for the purpose of sexual reproduction. Many non-living substances, such as fluids, hormones, and pheromones, are also important accessories to the reproductive system. In mammals, the major organs of the reproductive system include the external genitalia as well as a number of internal organs, including the gamete-producing gonads. The human reproductive system usually involves internal fertilization by sexual intercourse.
Reproduction. Reproduction has two types, which are asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction generates offspring that are genetically identical to a single parent. Asexual reproduction has 5 types, and those are binary fission. Parent cell splits into 2 identical daughter cells of the same size. Example, algae, fungi, and bacteria. Budding. Parent cell from a bubble-like bud. It stays attached. When bud fully developed, it breaks away from parent cell. Example, yeast cell. Spores. Structures naturally as a part of an organism life cycle and designed for separation from organism and dispersed via a medium such as air or water. Example, mushrooms, ferns. Regeneration. The parent body breaks into pieces, and each piece grows into new individual. Example, starfish. Lastly, the vegetative propagation. New species are formed from vegetative parts of a plant. Sexual reproduction. It involves 2 parents. Parents produce reproductive cells called gametes that unite to form an offspring. Gametes are haploid cells. This means they contain only half the number of chromosomes found in other cells of the organism. Gametes are produced by a type of cell division called meiosis. The process in which 2 gametes unite is called fertilization. The fertilized cell that results is referred to as a zygote. A zygote is diploid cell, which means that it has twice the number of chromosomes as a gamete.
Gamete or gametes are haploid cells that fuses with another haploid cell. It commonly occurs during fertilization in organisms that sexually reproduce. Each gender produces a single gamete. The female produces the larger gamete known as ovum or the egg cell. Then the male produces a tadpole-like smaller gamete known as the sperm cell. Basically, the gametes are sperm cell and egg cell.
Dito ko po i-explain at i-determine ang female reproductive system. So, ito po yung vagina. Ito yung birth canal at dito po ini-insert yung dito if yung guy and girl gusto act ng sexual intercourse. Dito yung penetration. Dito nangyari sa vagina. Tapos ito, yung cervix, itong linya na to. Ito yung nag-ano as a doorway papunta sa uterus. Ito. Yung uterus is dito dito yung embryo nagde-develop. Yung embryo is ano siya, parang early stages ng pag-fertilize ng baby. Ano siya, parang embryo magiging magiging fetus, tapos ganun, tapos hanggang sa maging baby na. Ayan, tapos yung fallopian tube, ito dito dumadaan yung matured egg cells papunta sa uterus. Tapos yung matured egg cells na yun nanggagaling sa ovary dito. Ito. Yan. Tapos sa ovary, dun din nanggagaling yung estrogen. Ito, yung estrogen, ano siya? Nag-help mag-develop yung reproductive system ng lalaki tsaka babae din. Parang magmamature yung vagina wall, yung fallopian tube magiging thicker. Tapos yun, yung ano din sa pubic area, yung pubic hair yun din dahil kaya nagkakaroon dahil sa estrogen. Tsaka ano pa, yung breast tissue kaya lumalaki dahil din sa estrogen. Tsaka dahil sa estrogen, yung nagsistimulate siya ng sex drive sa babae. And dito, nakalimutan ko. Ito is metrium. Ano siya? Yung endometrium is ano nga yun? Dahil sa progesterone kaya nagawa to. Ano siya? Yung wall. Ito. Yan yung endometrium. Tapos ovulation. Yan. Yung ovulation, nangyayari yan pag nag-puberty na yung babae. Tsaka, ito yung parang best time para mag-conceive ng anak. Kasi yung pag nag-ovulate yung babae, nagre-release yung yung ovary ng egg cells dito. Pupunta yan dito. Tapos, 'di ba, pag egg cell tsaka yung sperm cell yung sperm cell fina-fertilize yung egg cell para magkaroon ng baby. Para mas high yung chance magkaroon ng baby pag nag-ovulate kasi yung egg cell lalabas na siya mismo. And yung sperm cell, yan, na-fertilize na yan. And every 28 days ata tsaka nagkakaroon ng ovulation yung babae. Tapos yan na yung female reproductive system.
Okay, so a man's reproductive system is specifically designed to produce, store and transport sperm. Unlike the female genitalia, the male organs are on both the interior and exterior of the pelvic cavity. This includes the testicle or testes, the duct system, epididymis, vas deferens, the accessory glands, seminal vesicle and prostate gland, then the penis. Production of the gamete that the male organ contains, known as the sperm, is produced inside the testes. When a male reaches the stage of puberty, millions of sperm cells is produced every day. There is a system of tiny tubes inside the testes or the testicles, known as the seminiferous tubules, that houses the germ cell that hormones known as testosterone cause to turn into sperm. They divide and change until they look like tadpoles, which looks like this, the sperm cell. Then what happens next is when a man is stimulated. First, when the sperms are produced and they start to look like tadpoles, it takes 5 weeks for them to move into the epididymis. If engaged in sexual activity or stimulation, the sperm will travel through the vas deferens, this here, into the seminal vesicle to the prostate gland, where the sperm will be mixed with the seminal fluid known as semen from the seminal vesicles and the prostate gland, and then will be pushed to the urethra out of the penis. The semen that will be ejaculated out of the penis will contain 500 million sperm cells. The other things about the penis is that here in the erectile tissue, when the penis is stimulated, blood flows through the erectile tissue that allows the penis to be rigid and, well, that it will allow for penetration in the female organ, and that is all.